It's absolutely right that the large comprehensive high school environment is not right for all kids. And I think some of the movements that have happened in some of the large urban districts across the country, like Chicago and New York, where there has been a move to more of a small school model, can work. In many cases, the small school model can happen within a larger campus. So just sort of splitting the campus up and making sure that there are separate resources and separate classes for smaller schools can provide children with a more diversified and more individualized environment. That's going to work really well for some kids. It is, though, a challenge to make sure that that can be done economically. And so I think the most important thing is making sure that people understand that one of the things that we have to do is when we try things like smaller school environments, we have to be able to show that those initiatives have the results to go with them.
The way that we can make schools smaller is to actually make them smaller. Either break them up within a building into academies and/or physically separate them. I agree. The reason why we have large schools is because it's politically convenient. There's no academic research that says sending children to a school with 1,200 kids is better than sending them to smaller schools. The smaller schools create the opportunity for children to get to know not just their instructors, but the other kids in the school. One of the biggest challenges for children is to feel like they don't matter. And in schools that are as large as those, that so many cliques can form at these formative years, kids don't tend to feel like they belong to anybody. So smaller schools create that loving environment. Another way that we can create smaller schools is to create the feeling of smaller schools. When you cannot break a school up physically, there are ways in which the school can reorganize to make children feel like they belong to someone. That can be through advisory or what are called family groups, smaller groups within the school that provide children with a daily checkpoint with an adult who cares about them and has the capacity to help them go forward through whatever life brings them.